Okay? In the case divided into activities of both school head standards and supervisor standards. Okay? Mukhang ano eh, there's a lot of complicated. Kasi natawa pa lang namin so the main of the three-day workshop is for us to do the review of the draft standards for supervisors and for principals. Okay. So the revised draft will go through the second validation, which we hope will happen by the end of April or early May of this year. Okay. So the first validation will give us lots of inputs on how we will report the standards. So we have a better set of standards. We have better set of standards so we move on to the second validation. After the second validation, we're doing the third validation. So mga overview ka din. So, validation studies ang nagagawin natin. Okay? But then, after this, nobody in the Philippines would say that we did not work on any hole or any gap that we found, which is best for the field. Okay? So with that, we have left this morning. These are only people. Okay? So, mag-intro tayo mamaya yung nakalagay sa program ko, introduction. What is the introduction? Kasi parang, we'd like to introduce to you our technical working group members. Although, dalawa pang kulang sa principal, it feels more, and si Toto.
Nabangga po yung sasakyan ng discipline mo. Kaya sa lugar.
Ano umaga?
Opo.
So, siya nag-drive?
Opo. Pinanggalaw. Diretso na po sa kasa yung sasakyan.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry about that. It's still no. Sa pamayan ko. Kasi ang flight here ay kahapon eh, di ba? May trip. Okay. And the supervisors,
Hindi mama rin.
we take most of the advisors a record of your suggest may check. And the news was asked by the local right of this which is coming this afternoon. What's the matter? And then the other one, and they won't be able to join us. Okay, so anyway, we have a bright colleagues here. We'll be able to revise the standards. Okay, intro tayo. Isa tayo sa principals. O from you, Noel. Tell your role, ha?
Morning po, I'm Noel, and I'm from varsity.
Anong role mo?
My role is to be a role model.
David, I'm model.
Mamaya po, I'll be presenting the qualitative analysis and using the NP also. We're working for now to analyze the qualitative part using the answers and software. So, project officer.
Okay, so sino kaya nag-enjoy ng ending ko? Nagdalawa kasi yung qualitative analysis na ginawa namin. We did manual analysis and to make sure na ano ba yung mali-mali ng software and mapipick up ng tao. And then, we compared the manual automatic analysis with the ending one. Okay. Sarah. Oh, Sarah.
Ayun, Sarah Ginancio.
Tama ba yun naman?
Ayun, Sarah Ginancio po. Pag-isa raw.
Principal. Okay. Thank you.
Sige. Hello, I'm Luz Osmeña.
Bago ASDS.
Po, I'm Mary Gargamosa, principal sa Regional High School. Ako po, whatever role you want to give me to.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Parang DJ ang kanyang voice.
Thank you guys for coming. Very excited po. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, ano din ang ano?
RCT ka ba ba?
Ano workshop na to? Okay, or naman ang charge ng art. Kung siya magpa-transform dito sa
Morning po, I'm Isela, Research Officer from RCTD. I'm under Dr. Hoxan's team po.
Good morning. My name is Felipe. I come from
Morning po, I'm Miss Carpio, Research Officer from RCTQ, working with Sir Alan po on RTM. I hope you have
Good morning po. My name is technician. The executive assistant po ng TWG ng principal. Magkano pustahan? Hopefully.
So ngayon, tingnan natin ang thematic analysis. This is manual analysis by my keywords. Keywords by my school heads, supervisors. Everybody, I think, are happy for the raw content. So, this is like the mga document. Oh, yan. Ito na.
available pa kami. Ganyan sa Mickey.
Available
Grabe.
Yung ano, yung parang kumagsak. Kasi nga po yung revise ulit.
Takot pa kami mga.
Sige, Sir Mikey, very serious.
I hope gumana na tong clicker ko. Okay. Anyway, good morning po. I will be discussing with you the highlights of the qualitative data for the school heads standards. I was about to print sana yung raw comments for all. So I was afraid na magubos yung baon namin A4. But I found out na may isa pala kami box. So there, I will provide yung atin pong mga kararating lang din after this topic. Reprint. Anyway, I am just here to, sorry. I'm just here to discuss for 15 minutes. Ito po ay highlights lang naman po and I will not discuss yung lahat ng bawat indicators, lahat ng bawat themes. Otherwise, baka hindi din po tayo matulog. Kasi I was doing this since since last night. So, highlights. But before discussing with you yung highlights, I wish to relay to everyone how we did this analysis. And manual siya. Because later on, as you can see in the program, yun pong en vivo analysis naman will be shared to us by Sir Noel. But for now, yung paano ba namin ginawa yung manual. So at first, the research team collected all the survey forms that we distributed during the first validation across 7 regions. So per region, we invited 150 school heads. Sa akin po yan, sorry. We invited 150.
Ba't nasa cellphone ko?
Nandun po.
Pero nasa table pa rin.
Oo nga.
Kaya nasa mga nasa table.
I-silent ka na. Maitago na. Sa loob na naman. So to continue, mga ano siya, 1,000 plus around 1,000 respondents, and many of them provided their qualitative comments. So we read through everything and we transferred yung kanilang comments kasi handwritten nila yon, and then we encoded it for several days then kasi thousands yung comments nila. And also, we also took note of the number of participants per region who actually participated in the validation, because not all 150 were able to attend during the survey because of various reasons. And also, who among those participants provided their qualitative comments? Because some participants, they opted not to share anything. Baka for them, baka sapat na yung kanilang quantitative na shinare na sagot. But for some, yung burning na desire to expound further on their quantitative answer, so they expounded pa by adding qualitative comments. And then number 3, comments were grouped according to themes. So we found yung mga paulit-ulit na salita na lagi naming nababasa, through our manual reading and also through using Control F. So parang pag Control F, we type research, parang 1,000 beses lumabas tong salitang to. And then when it comes to, let's say, attitude, bakit 50 times lang siya lumabas? So all those numbers, minamanual namin siya. And then we get to see the trend, kumbaga, yung trend niya. Sa akin, sa school head standards, I wanted to see din kasi kung saan indicator or saang strand mismo tinutukoy ni respondent yung kanyang comment, para hindi na ako manghuhula na tungkol saan kaya itong kinukwento niya. I find this very difficult because we do not have time. So, ano yung this na tinutukoy niya? Ano yung pronoun o ano yung antecedent na pinalitan ng pronoun na to? But in the survey forms naman po, like in the survey form, this page may 1 to 10, and then also the respondents have written naman na, item number 13. Tapos ibig sabihin, yun po yung indicator na tinutukoy niya. So all the raw comments are encoded po and consolidated in a 51 pages na handout na ibinigay ko na po kaninang umaga sa Technical Working Group for Principal Standards. So next, I want to share with you yung number of participants who actually provided their qualitative comments. So as you can see, yung Region 6 participants, so yun nasa taas, Region 6, sila yung perfect attendance. 150. Pero ang nag-comment lang 6. And nung binasa ko yung comment nila, parang ano lang naman, very general, like, thank you, yung mga ganyan. So, congratulations. Parang, tipid na tipid talaga yung comments. Ano? Yes. But, if Region 6, Iloilo. Yes. Yung last leg ng Team 2 ng survey. If you will see sa Region 8, more than half, sila lang actually more than half na nagbigay ng comments. So, dito rin po ako napagod kaka-encode kasi ang dami. Sabi ko, nasisipag naman ito mag-comment. Lahat na lang may comment. And this is important for us to know kasi baka mamaya may isang comment from Region 6 na sumama ang loob natin masyado. Maapektuhan tayo. But then if we will compare naman yung weight niya, isang tao ka lang pala kasi konti-konti lang kayo. Pero ito, paulit-ulit siyang binabanggit sa Region 8. So, meron siyang bigat eh. Parang doon natin makikita through this, kung pinakikita ng table na to. And after this slide, I will show you naman yung top 10 na strand, actually top 5 na strand na pinaka binigyan ng komento ng bawat regions. So, kinonsolidate na po lahat ng comments nila. They were grouped into themes, strands, and we will see na ito po yung top 5 na lumabas. Per strand, you will see 7 columns. So, this is NCR. Sunod-sunod lang NCR 4A, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. The 7 regions that we went to conduct the first validation. And if you will see the middle portions po of lahat, yun yung Region 6 kasi nga po wala masyadong nag-comment doon. And so there, kitang-kita sa NCR 4A, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sila ang may pinakamataas na issue sa research. Or, comments. Binigyan agad ng ano eh. May conclusion. Baka hindi issue. Nape-preempt ko. So, across all regions, research yung trending na marami silang comment, followed by financial management, about career awareness and opportunities, followed by community engagement, and then policy review and implementation. And surprisingly, bakit sobrang taas kaya ni Region 8? Ang dami niyang comments about research. So I dig deeper sa kanilang mga exact quotes. Ano yung mga sinasabi nila? But before that, I will show you naman yung per region. Ano naman yung pressing concerns, either positive or negative or neutral per region. So we will see na 6 regions, nasa top 1 and 2 nila yun eh. Actually 5 regions nga, puro research. Dito top 2. Dito nawala lang siya sa Region 6. Kasi walang comment talaga at all. Pero ito naman, yung top 1 nila, 3 lang naman ang comment. tatlo out of 150. So if you will see yung weight, parang iisipin natin, kapantay ni learner voice ni Region 6 yung research dito. Hindi naman, not necessarily. Kasi tatlo lang naman yung nag-comment dito, baka mamaya puro thank you pa. Thank you for this. Yan. So there. The yellow ones, yan yung number 1 as seen earlier. And then financial management trending then to 6 out of 7 regions. So, what do the school heads say about research? So, ito po, nilatag ko po lahat ng strands sa aming standards. And 31 out of 32 strands, halos magkakalapit lang sila. Pero grabe yung spike niya rito. So, ano yung talagang concern nila about research? Actually, kanina we discussed na more than half of the respondents in Region 8 provided their comments. And almost half of those who provided their comments, they got something to say about research. So that's at least 40%. And yung promotion of research, which is the career stage 4 indicator, doon sila, parang it seemed to be very difficult for them and for various reasons. So later on, I will also show a graph yung mga reasons nila. So this is a graph ng sinasabi naman ng particularly Region 8 school heads. So this is career stage 1, career stage 2, career stage 3, career stage 4. And looking at this graph, career stage 4 received the greatest number of comments. Of course, as we know from PPST, if it's in the career stage 4, mahirap to. So, but they
did not know.
yeah, because it is scrambled. Yeah. So, but I will show you the reasons naman.
So just to clarify, we did not say in the certificate scores are level 1 or level 2 level. So they're all scrambled.
Okay.
Maybe of them.
Yes. So, ano yung nakikita nilang difficulty sa research? I read all their comments, and then ito yung top 4 na reasons nila bakit sila nahihirapan sa research. Number 1, lack of experience or training, followed by lack of knowledge or skills, indifference or negative attitude towards research, and malaking percentage bakit sila nahihirapan is because of time and overlapping of activities. And here are some excerpts of their comments indicating na itong color red. Let's take a look muna itong color red, yung kanilang indifference and negative attitude towards research. So here, si school head medyo nagsusumbong sa survey form. Sabi niya, they pertaining to the teachers, they just simply conclude without conducting research. So, parang, hindi na kailangan na research. Isang tingin ko pa lang, alam ko na yan, mga ganyan. So, medyo nagsumbong si respondent sa survey form. Another quote we have here, until now, I do not know kung ano yung ibig sabihin niya rito kasi ang labo na sulat niya. So, but parang with the belief in that teachers must conduct research. Parang the theme here is, hindi ko trabaho yan. Ayoko niyan. Hindi akin yan. Labas ako dyan. So again,
School heads did not think that they should conduct.
yes. Empty. Also here, patience because their mindset, ito naman pertaining to teachers. Pati si teachers, ayoko mag-research kasi my mindset is for teaching only. So, mga different words, different phrases, but it all points to their indifference and parang attitude towards research. And ito yung samples naman sa time constraints, it's too taxing, requires time, effort, and finances. School heads, lots of concerns, bombarded with so many paperworks, Waterloo of teachers, burden to teachers. So medyo marami silang comments about research na parang bumabangga namin. So, but were all comments negative? Not necessarily naman, ano. Like here, I wish to show you naman yung summary of the respondents' comments on building relationships with different individuals. So, maraming indicators that have something to do with building relationship with others, like ask for help in the technical assistance, engage the community in doing this project. So the theme is basta building relationship with three main people or groups of people. The teachers and colleagues, the parents slash alumni, community, superiors, other stakeholders such as LGU, NGOs, ganyan. The blue ones, ito yung mga comments showing their frustrations or negative comments. But there are some naman na may positives. Yung kanilang hopefulness. Blue. Default sa Microsoft. So, examples ng kanilang frustration, ano? Ito, nagsumbong na naman si respondent. I have one head teacher who is very responsible, always comes in late, irresponsible, always comes in late and early to go home. But it has nothing to do with how the indicator will be revised. But still, kumbaga ito yung feeling niya about this indicator na this is impossible. Kasi yung teacher ko nga. So may mga ganong connection. It may not necessarily be how to revise this indicator word per word, but ako, what do I experience kapag itong indicator na to ay pinagawa sa akin sa school head? Another instance here, teachers who are not interested to apply for promotion. So parang mga ayaw na mag-participate, yung magre-retire na sila na sa current position nila, ganun. And lastly, another example here, who usually will not follow rules and regulations and are talking at your back. So, backstabber daw, ganyan. Although, not directly something to do with the indicator, but again, yun yung kanilang perception sa pag ito nangyari to, ito mangyayari dyan. But, of course, yung examples din naman nung mga positives or mga nandun yung hopefulness naman. This particular respondent identified skillful teachers to mentor their co-teachers who needs assistance. So nagkukwento naman siya, gaano siya kapalad na may ganito siyang teacher, ganyan, tumutulong in giving tech PA. Also, they are all, ito naman about colleagues ni school head, the supervisors. For some items, for other items, I find it not difficult because the division supervisors gives us TA and they are always there to help us. So not all comments are negative. Meron din namang iba, halo-halo yan. May positive, may negative. Yung iba nga may wish, may request. And we will read some requests here. So along the bullet points here. But to end this presentation, ito po yung mga general comments nila across. Pinili ko lang po yung magkakasya sa slide. So here, siguro a reminder din to our technical working group, please see to it that the standards for supervisors as well must be aligned. So the two documents must be aligned. Ito naman, if everybody will be conscious in applying them, maybe we will really have a better world when it comes to education. So, nakaka-pressure yung bigat na ipinato sa documents natin. But of course, there are also some requests here being asked. Provide them workshops and trainings. And many of the indicators, sabi nila, hindi ko kaya to, pero kaya ko to kung may training. So hindi negative yung kanilang comments sa indicators. Parang, marami puro training. Also, it must be implemented daw. The Philippine Standard for School Head, they are excited na this should be implemented. Also, ito request to, I think, the HROD, please create a system of so many things. Yan. RPMS, tuloy-tuloy na po yan. Labas po kami dyan. Yes. Yes. Ito po, please include plus factor. Of course, there are some comments na we are happy to know their thoughts about this, but not necessarily, ano ba, gagawin kaya natin or hindi. Like, pati daw yung pagpapatile ay ilagay sa standards. At titling pala, pagpapatiles tuloy. Pagpapatitulo pala. Hindi ko suot yung salamin ko. Ayan. And of course, lastly, this respondent praised that the document helped improve the competence of the school heads and enhance quality performance of teachers and students. So God bless to the TWGs. Yan.
By doors, platform your quality. Ito ba si Alan? Why no? Si Jay, why no?
Had a very detailed and discussion about the process. So I can just run through it. We conducted several readings and re-readings of the qualitative comments. The first reading the qualitative comments is really about trying to get a sense of what they are saying or the global needs. So mainly research as so Mikey has mentioned. There's a lot of talk about research.
Also,
And also, we have an indicator on ICT-based education, so people have a lot to say about that. So, very overarching. The first reading is about trying to capture the themes that are transcending the region. So, that's that. And then, on the second reading, that's going to be the control F function. So, we try to track how often these global themes are occurring in each region. Okay. So that's where we come up with themes. So maybe research, ICT-based innovations, policy review and recommendations. On the third reading, we try to look for sub-themes for every university. So for example, when they talk about research, they talk about how they don't have enough time to do the research, or they have so much work that they cannot factor in research, or they don't have the skills for research. So under the main theme research are three sub-themes. And then the fourth thing is basically just try to make it harder, refining the relationship between the universities and the countries. So that's basically the process. I'm going to talk you through the themes that systematically came up across the regions from NCR to region. So, first one is on research, the most prominent one. People often talk about how they practice research and the issues with research. There are some who said that it's difficult to get our research proposals approved. So many difficulties. And, of course, frequently recurring is that they have a lot of things to do that we don't have the time to conduct anything about, to do anything about research. We have indicators that talk about providing use of art that is research based or evidence based. So many of the participants said that we can do that because we don't have the time to do research. And of course, the workload and the lack of time. So here are some excerpts. handling so many programs, projects, and activities that we don't have the space for research. So also, we have an indicator on conducting research with our supervisors. So that's probably our highly proficient and distinguished ones. To that, they said that we don't have the time and resources. Next are, of course, number six. Okay, that we have so much work to do, there's very little time. It's also frequently that papers could have been easier, but I have so much work and so little time, it becomes hard. So many became moderately difficult or difficult simply because of the lack of time. So these are the strands that the participants said that they have difficulty moving because of the lack of time. So again, these are changes. Usually these are practices out of the learning action cell. So basically they don't have the time to do that. But it's a core function. Short lectures and
They're just going to competence and office.
we'll look at it. Learning and development is basically when supervisors mentor other supervisors. They don't say that they don't have time.
Lahat na lang.
So all of these things are time constraints. So we have overlapping activities, so therefore we have little time. So we don't have time to look at their indicators.
For one, the indicator.
There's a comment that there's so much.
Oh,
So the connection of learning outcomes and assessment. Planning and conducting research, definitely. So this is the one that I'm talking about. Difficulty became higher because there's lack of time. Not because of the challenge of the individual. Okay, so there are also several comments on how the indicators are written, the structure of the indicator itself. So many people comments on how to recognize the indicators. Some gave positive of the indicators, some criticized our indicators. So one criticism is that it's too long, and there's so many tasks. There are others who say that, oh, it's good. There are mixed sentiments in a particular comment, like it's really good. I'm not really challenged.
Which river has so many
Okay,
Not NCR. Are you sure?
Okay, so but there are some who might not be able to understand. For me, it's easy, but I don't know. For
Others.
This is interesting. Some of the things not easy to measure or not easy to observe. So
It's easy to measure, but it's observable. Contradiction.
very interesting. I mean, it's not very difficult, but if you understand it, you'll be fine. Scientific understanding. We have to go through. Okay, so also ICT based very dominant theme. So it seems that we have to improve the ICT. but that's not what we need, right? So you just use the other use of technology to do your work. So there's a lot of talk on I don't have the skills and expertise. I don't know how to use a computer. I'm too old to use a computer. And then, may mga nagsumbong din na they would just end up delegating the ICT navigators to the techie teacher. We don't have the equipment and the facility, the internet connections. We don't have. We are the highlands, far-flung area, so we won't be able to do this. So definitely they kind of miss the idea of our ICT indicators. And of course, we need training. For training for ICT comes a lot. So here they are. Now we don't have the internet connection. Oh, here. So we need technical assistance on the ICT, which is not intentional. So we need to look into that. Yeah. So these are the strands that our participants that we need to train on. We also talk about the issues and concerns on trading. So trading, there's someone who is overwhelmed by so much trading. I'm not really so many trading that I'm not doing my function. Okay. So yung strand on policy review and recommendation, everybody is asking for training on that. And we're also saying that parang very elitist daw yung practice ng policy review and recommendations. It's not for everyone. It's limited for a few people. So we have to. We're not given the chance or the opportunity to participate in the review. In the training, though, it's difficult to ensure 100% attendance. And okay, this is interesting. The training proposal is a long time to get. In a specific context. So, okay, here are some other emerging things. Snap of funds, actually, it becomes a lot. I'm unable to do this individual because I don't like the development of learning materials. I need funding for that. Coordinate research, I need funding for that. To conduct mentoring with other supervisors, they're asking for mobility. Mahal ang engineers natin. When it comes to mentoring, I can't mentor a supervisor who is unwilling to do that. So many people are not willing to do that.
How's your car? When you're safe.
Yes, ma'am.
So support, we mainly discuss the role of supervisors of providing support. So they also have a lot of things to say about how they receive support and how they
Okay. And would you like to continue with Noel? I'll give a break here. Okay, Noel, continue. Tapos Cheska, ano ba ulit Cheska kayo?
Baka si Sir Alan may dala. Baka may dala sa Sir Alan or si Sir Lin. Trust
and these are easy.
Pwede naman. Guys. Dito lang para mabilis ko.
Okay. Okay. Let's see if,
Pressure. Pressure. Morning.
Okay. So actually, when I was listening to Sir Mikey and Sir Dylan, what we did was we did separate this. We did manual analysis. We did not talk about it. We just asked what emerging things they found out from their old analysis. We did not really compare. So this is just to make sure that we are not influenced by anybody, and we're trying to figure out if there's a match between what we found out using the software and what we found out using the analysis, manual analysis. What I did with Envivo is, well, for those who are qualitative research, you're familiar with this software. It's being used in order for us to be able to determine the number of the words that are frequently occurring. And so from there, we can start our analysis. So that's what I did. I tried to I asked the software to come. So I think software came up with words. Of course, pwede po natin pahabain yun 1,000 or 10,000, but yung 10,000 na yan, baka yung nasa next one, mga one occurrence na lang siya doon sa document. So I look at the 20, top 20 words, and then I try to code them based on the emerging themes. These themes are just my themes. So it may be different from Sir Mikey's or Sir Peter's appreciation of the data. But then later on we'll find out kung meron ang mga models. And then I need also that search in order to identify. So there's a top 20, it's possible that yung mga words na mag-appear sa article, not content words. So but I'm happy to see that sa top 20, most of them are content words, but not all of them are good for thematic analysis. So later on, I will try to explain it.
regarding function words.
Yes. So,
Like prepositions, contractions, articles, we did not include them.
okay. And then I also try to do some matrix coding. I will not be able to show you everything because medyo yung kinuha ko doon 1,000 doon sa word. So I'm still working on some of the results. So this is the first thing that I did. So I came up with this is a word cloud. So this word cloud there. I tried to find out kung common words doon sa seven documents. We divided the document into per region. So one document, one region. Okay. So
this is a total number of words analyzed as and so ayan po, you can see from here na may masisipag na mga school heads magsulat at may mga yung sipagan. No? So, mas marami po ang nasulat from Region 7 and Region 8. And you'll notice Ma'am Sarah sa Region 6.
Pero it doesn't mean they're not focused or they're not
Yes.
very organized actually. Surveys have been taken.
May ba na po kasi dito talagang ang sinulat na. Sa nakal pa rin siya. Opo, nakal. Ibang regions po yan. Sige, sir. So, this is just a word cloud of all the regions para lang makita natin na talagang may commonality sila. And mapapansin niyo po na ano po ba yung
NCR difficult.
So, yun.
For a
So school teachers, research time, which already were mentioned earlier by Sir Miguel. So, pansin po natin dito na may commonality sila sa isa't isa. So, kasi posible kasi isang buong word cloud ng lahat ng documents, malaki ang school, pero ibang document na konti. Pero mapapansin po natin dito na almost nagkakamukha sila ng mga simulat. Okay?
It is difficult because that's Region 5 and Region 7. 5 and 7.
Or maybe they not just mention the word difficult, but they were also referring to some difficult.
Meron
Medyo
din Region 5.
medyo maliit lang po.
Region 5, wala pero maliit. Anong version ng MD ba to?
11 po yung trial version. So ngayon po, tapos na siya.
Kailangan natin magpalit ng substation.
We need funding.
This is fun. Pero ngayon po, sound na. Just to verify, so yun po, yung word cloud, no? Pero hindi natin makikita kasi sa word cloud kung gano'n natin siya na pero siya kasi malaki siya. Pero in terms of so I run the word and this is what I produce. So mapapansin po natin top 1 school teachers, school heads. So natinignan ko po itong mga ito, school teachers heads. They're just basically referring to master teachers. So when I run the ANCOMP naman, isang another software, tignan ko po yung concordance niya. Usually before the teacher, master teacher. So the school head is referring to the master teacher. The master teacher should be the one doing research, mga ganun. Or the master teacher is supervising, should supervise blah, 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 blah. So referring to the teachers or master teachers. So sa school po, pwede magkasama si school heads. Doon sa, tinignan ko rin po yung collocations at mayroong instances na magkasama si school heads. Kaya lang po kasi sa software, per word kasi ang count, hindi siya per page. So, sinasabi rin po the school heads or the school, we have so many activities in the school, school-based activities, mga ganon. So, parang yung iba po ay nasasama na doon sa ibang mga content words. So nagkaroon po ako ng interest dito sa research kasi parang itong mga ito ay nagre-refer din doon sa number 5. So and then sa policies and stakeholders. So tingnan po natin, yung weighted percentage po, that means na yung total number of occurrence niya doon sa total number of words ng document. Okay, so implementation, managing, so these are verbs, personnel, conduct or conduct, performance, improve activity, do works, and then nawala yung number 20. Para doon sa ano yata. So, and learners. Okay, okay, so titignan ko po lahat yan, yung mga example, yung mga references. siya masyadong, kumbaga, yung iba ay related din doon sa ibang mga themes, like research, policies, and stakeholders. And the reason why I zeroed in the analysis dito po sa tatlong major, or I say, three important words doon sa top line. So bago ko discuss yung themes, tinignan ko rin po yung graph, and then makikita po natin from this graph na meron po akong themes. I came up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 themes under research. At makikita po natin yung arrow na yon kung sino-sino o ano-anong mga documents o ano-anong mga regions ang mayroong ganoong mga themes. Okay? So mapapansin po natin doon sa taas, sir. So research support, nag-share po si Region 4 and Region 7. So yung research support na theme ay makikita lang kay Region 4 and Region 7. Yung utilization of research data will only be found from Region 7 and Region 8 school heads responses. Relevance of doing research, may isa lang po, no? Yung Region 4A. Difficulty in doing research, ito po lahat ng regions ay mayroong nakita natin na theme about difficulty in doing research. And later on, I will also share with you ano yung mga difficulty in doing research na tinignan nila. So I further thematize yung difficulty in doing research. So sa thematic analysis po kasi, habang may mas specific, lumalalim po ng lumalalim yung analysis. And then dissemination of research findings, although medyo konti lang po ito, nakita lang siya sa Region 10. Medyo malabo po yung nakasulat, pero ito, pero ito rin po yung graph na nakuha. So makikita po natin yung comparison per region, at makikita po natin yung blue na yan ay difficulty in doing research. So makita po natin na lahat ay mayroon, maliban sa Region 6. Kasi ito po yung Region 6, so wala siyang kahit So ibig sabihin, ang pinakamarami pong difficulty in doing research na mga statements ay sa Region 8 and Region 7.
NCR na siya.
So these are some excerpts that I got from references po kasi ang tawag doon sa mga excerpt na nasa in vivo. So when I click research report, ito po yung nakita natin sa na naka-code under research report. Research report. So here, yung rest po ay yung respondent number. Para pwede po natin hapulin. Diba? So para lang po ma-identify ko kung kasi posible po kasi sa isang survey form na 10 pages, 10 beses din niyang isulat yung comment na yun. So may mga ganun pong instances. So ito po para lang makita natin na hindi naman sa parehong individual ng gamit. Okay? So may positive po, research is so attuned in our system. So I think there's reported Region 4A po ito. Respondent 4027. At galing din po ito sa Region 4A din to. Now, research is one of the most difficult areas to engage teachers in. So we try our best to support research by encouraging all teachers. Okay? Ito po ay hindi na summer doon sa code book sa amin galing na. Nawala po. Okay. Next, utilization of research data. Ito po, kinapture ko na rin po kung saan niya sinulat. Kasi sa survey po, kung 10 pages sa survey, may chances na hindi mailagay yung particular indicator. Mag-comment sila sa general. So, tinignan ko lang po kung saan nila sinulat. So, indicators 11 to 20. So, doon na lang natin hahanapin kung ano yung indicator na related sa utilization of research data. So, may mga items po yan. So, and then here, yan po yung ilang excerpt. Utilizing research findings, improving school performance is an effective way to raise learners' performance, but we need to consider if teachers' background in doing research is enough. And we also have to consider teachers' workload. Kasi rin po napansin namin na ilang mga school heads, they're referring to their teachers, they're not referring to themselves. So, yung research ay hindi magawa ni teacher. Pero actually, yung individual is supposed to be about them. No? So parang gano'n, parang they're blaming another person for what they lack. Okay? So indicators about justify that once a school has all these unavailable data. So I think this is also a good comment. No? Kasi parang nagustuhan niya yung indicators na yun. Yung indicators na yun. Lahat ng decisions is based on research, which we also want. Sige, sir. Ito naman. Relevance of doing research, conducting research is one of the things that I would like to develop among my co-teachers. Ayan. It's also good, no? It involves finding solutions to problems, confronting the areas of responsibilities, whether in smaller or wider scope. And then item number 13, ito may particular item na it's difficult at the present time, perhaps because it needs time to follow up. Hindi ko alam yung hit, what it refers to. So review, monitor, and evaluate the effects of research. So it needs time to review. Evaluation of the effects of research needs time. But this item is very important, and research is rudimentary to any school aiming for improvement. Okay, so they also know the relevance of doing research sa professional growth and school improvement. This is number 5, dissemination of research findings. Indicator 1, research findings are not available. So hindi ko po alam kung may portal ang DepEd para po sa mga research na pinapasa. Kasi ang alam ko, mga teachers are also expected to submit. So, parang hindi na po available. Okay. Some programs po are paid, no? So ito po yung difficulty in doing research. Difficulty in doing research is a very general theme. So gusto kong malaman pa kung ano po yung mga difficulty in doing research. So based po doon sa appreciation ko ng data, there were 4 themes that emerged. So the first one is lack of time in conducting research. Time, which was already mentioned by Sir Caleb. Lack of necessary research skills, lack of motivation in doing research, and lack of resources. And you'll see, ito pong lack of time sa lahat po. 1, NCR, region.
Para Region 6.
Para Region 6. Opo. Sa research po talaga mukhang ang Region 6. Parang wala silang focus. Okay? So, kung medyo nalilito po kayo dito, pwede dito kayo marami. So chart. So you'll find there na ito po yung 4, no? So, lack of motivation, ito po. Lack of necessary skills, yung blue. Lack of resources, yung yellow, and yung purple pala ay lack of time. Ito po yung lack of motivation. Okay.
Ano 4A? Lack of time?
Marami po yata sa pagwas. Sa research team, ito na po yung mga excerpt ko para doon sa 4 na under difficulty in doing research. So, lack of time, dito, we do not have the luxury of 13. It will become easy if school heads and teachers are equipped with basic knowledge in research. Basic pa lang po ang pinag-uusapan. So, ibig sabihin yung
Tinuturo niya sa senior high school.
So, 5.3. Sa resources, parang hindi ko yata na-capture sila. Pero kasi sabi lang po dito, parang related din po sa time na how we do not, we have a lot of activities in the school, so how can we afford to do research? And then sa 5.4, lack of resources, pinagsama na po, na limited time, limited skills, resources. So, for the school health responses, so ito po yung tatlong major themes na pinatunan ko po ng pansin doon sa analysis. And ito po lang yung frequency count sa bawat region. And policy themes emerge from school head responses across regions. So ito po yung policy naman. Okay. So makita po natin from this diagram that mayroon lahat naman po ng regions or lahat ng documents ay mayroong mga themes. So, unlike doon sa research ng Region 6. Ay, Region 6 pala, wala ulit. Sa policy. Sa policy themes.
Ano province ng Region 6?
Nakafocus sa stakeholders. Yung mga example. How long or motivating stakeholders to reward system. Doon po sa sample, doon sa document po. Pero yung pong yung hierarchy part, kung nasama. Apo. Yung hierarchy chart, just to show you sa yung color coding po nito ay ano yung pinakamaraming sinabi tungkol doon sa particular thing. So, kasi po natin dito sa isang share, mas marami po ito po yung difficulty in doing research. Okay? Lack of time in conducting research. Yung red po, yung red na. And then dito po yung stakeholders, and then this one is policy review. Okay. So later on po, nasa word po kasi yung sa stakeholder. So if you're interested to know kung ano po yung mga excerpts po nila, I can show you. So this one is for this for the supervisors. So supervisors responses per region. Okay. So 24, mas marami po nagsulat sa principal, 24, kasi sa supervisor, 32,000 sa principal or sa school heads.
Pero marami na rin yung 6
Marami na rin po. Sir? So, ito po yung table. So, kanina po, yung number 5 sa school heads, ngayon ay number 6 siya. And then the need, and then same school difficulty supervisor, sinignan po natin siya. At iyan po ay nakakalat sa ibang mga teams like research and ICT. Resources, daily for ICT. Although number 16 po si ICT dito sa top 20. Pero yung iba po kasi is, wala po masyadong bearing doon sa indicator. Okay. O kaya po, analysis po, some of the examples po ay nandun sa Word kasi marami pong Excel. So, but here you find ang pinakamarami po na nagsasalita or nag-discuss ng research ay Region 7. And then Region 4, or Region IC or Region 4A sa IC. So, ito po yung diagram for the research teams and ICT teams. Meron po marami dito na sa research teams, pinagalan po, no? Like utilization of research data, relevance of research, difficulty in doing research report, and then other comments on the research. These are general comments na hindi po natin ma-identify kung sa specific things. Position in the conduct of research not as a requirement. Minasabi ko na research should not be a requirement. Pero mangilan-ilan lang po yun. Dissemination of research findings, inclusion of research in IPC or F. Mukhang kasama naman po talaga siya. Pero parang sinasuggest pa po. So creation of a research team and provision of training on research, superficial conduct of research. Yung superficial conduct of research po, ito po yung nakapagpasa lang ng research or nakapagpasa. Yes, ma'am, for compliance. ICT teams. Yan. So limited application of ICT, provision of training on ICT, and then there are general comments which cannot also be categorized under any of these. Teams relevant to ICT-based innovation, support for ICT-based innovations, having enough ICT knowledge and skills, lack of ICT facilities and resources. You notice that in these two themes, in these two general themes, research teams and ICT teams, may difficulty in terms of training, lack of knowledge and skills, and lack of support. Okay? And don't po na focus kasi these are skills that the students need. Okay? So, sorry, the supervisors needs. Okay? Supervisors need. These are my needs. So if we're going to look at the hierarchy chart, research. Okay, so research po, pero mas marami po dito na themes sa research, like lack of necessary skills, lack of resources, and relevance of research, provision of training, utilization. Actually, pwede po i-connect natin yung provision of training sa lack of skills. In the kind of research, complexity of securing research proposal. Propose. No research. So, and then ICT, lack of skills and competency in ICT, lack of ICT resources, training. So you'll see from here, yung majority of the themes ay nakafocus po dito sa mas malalaking squares. Okay. Now, I think that's my last slide now. I was unable to incorporate exercise po dito sa mga tips na ito. But, that they are the areas that they really
Ayun.
From
Lang ang bayan nila.
Lalo ang sweldo nila. Yun yung
And yet they thank you. All master.
Yeah, qualification.
Tapos, parang kung lumabas, they might or on those words para maging masimplify and they do not thinking para from the thing parang di mo kailangan pag-isip ka ng simple terms para maramdaman niya. Pero parang hindi ko
yung mga halos lahat ng pangalan ay may ganitong na doktor. Sa puso, diba? Na you finish the doctoral, and then hindi ka marunong or you cannot conduct research. Parang minaw. Pero the BHROD, pwede ba lagyan natin kung ano ba sinabi ko? Pwede ba sabihin kung ilasan? Alam mo yung bago ka makatapos, kasi talaga, sa field, meron isang mag-uwi ka, ataw na agad. Tapos na din sa station, sa SEM. Yung mag-ganon ma'am. So, tapos gano'n pa lang sa research. Hindi ba yun? In which dapat evidence-based yung pinatutukuhan ng trabaho niya. Sabi niya namin kanina pa, narin dahil sabi ng comment. Ang hinihingan nila, isa-isa trabaho. Hindi nila hinihingan yung isang research na kabuuan lahat tutugin ang kanyang trabaho. Kasi ma'am, ang tingin niya, isang task, isang research. Isang task, another research. Samantalang pwede ko lang magawa ng isang research na lahat ng task maggawain mo ng nakabase na doon sa research na yun. At the same time, yung sabihin na yung curriculum implementation at contextualization ay problema din percent of our tasks as supervisor dapat doon nakatuon. Even yung gathering ng result ng assessment. Difficult sa mga bago. So, yun nga, sabi, sayang ang talagang 22. Huwag nang bigyan ng
60,000.
Okay. Sabi natin sabi ko na may update naman ba nun? Ngayon natin ang mga supervisor. Ay, kasi ba? Ano ang ito? Narinig mo ba yung board? Si Lolo na ito.
Actually, they say about research. Ang aming naisip that not all students really have or really know how to conduct research. Now, ang dating ko doon siguro sa curriculum research, hindi na lang sinasabi na wala nang time sa ibang mga teachers kasi nasa dami ng sinabi. That's why time constraint ay number one yung reason. Why is it na yung research na ay may kapan sila gawin ito sa school? Now, it's true na talaga po ang mga students, kailangan nila makakapagod, magiging tungkol sa research. Kasi, nakita po naman natin kanina kung lang talaga alam ko ang ako ng mga students. May mga teachers din, kaya ka lang, sabi nila, sa dami ng trabaho. Still, kung sa amin siguro dito, wala na halos kami dito po sa research. More on training for students.
Okay, thank you, Rose.
May pan po kasi ako. Iniisip naman na pagkakataon program sa activities na ito sa program and activity na ginawa. It has been analysis after that one. Ang impact after that one, para makita mo ang aming programa ay so batay sa impact already conducted research so dapat na yung oras tataka ko lang anong ginagawa ni school si square na tayo so natugunan ang program nila na nakabayad lahat naman
Okay. Babalu, reaction. Dex, you want, Dex, do you have any reactions? From you, after Babalu?
Medyo sa akin, finding so far kasi tatlong reports, so outstanding yung research concerning the or both principals and supervisors. Aligning with the science.
An order here.
Research is moving forward. Yes. Parang yung ano, yung parang don't let me stop in our comfort zone. Kasi yung research, hindi mo yung your comfort zone. Pero naman, iisipin natin yung background of what is going on right now. For IR, what's the solution? And if we will not do something about our competencies, whether students' competencies or teachers and principals, we will fall flat on our faces. I was hearing the net the other night. Yung big countries, very expensive countries, US, China, Japan, which we put a lot of funds on research. And then maybe the message that I want the babies do that. Which is like a country that way forward. So something must be done with this. Kailangan na natin ang research na better. O, research tayo natin. Bakit ito yung mga pag-ibig? Ayaw sinasabi ni Sir Gilmore, yung sinabi ni Teng. Yung pagtulog ng mga pag-ibig, important yun. Hindi ka lang nag-research for the sake of research. You analyze that, you talk to the mind, etc. So, let us hear the
That's your reactions. So that's the reading board. Kung yung financial management, lumabas ka sa principals, ano?
Yung expectation natin sa students to do research and yung responsibility nila na tingnan natin na ay sila yung researcher or yung research na they're able to look for appropriate research in specification and try to apply those knowledge information and improve their own practice. No? Yung more lang natin na mag-research na natin na when we feel that research is a practice that should be part of your